here's the deal. We've multiplied, we've divided. We're just going to add a little bit today. And what that little bit entails starts, I believe, on page 8. All right, guys, this is something very important that you need to know. When we evaluate expressions, we're putting in what these letters equal and then evaluating them. What operation are we doing? This is page 8. You did all of page 8? Okay, then you can check it with us. So if we have a letter next to a letter, what operation is being done with those, Max? Multiplication. Multiplication, good job. So what I always do is I put parentheses in place of my letters. So you do need a pencil. Put parentheses in place of your letters. And then in place of A, what am I putting in place of A? Negative 16. And what am I putting in place of B? Negative 5. So my rule is I'm going to multiply as usual. What is 16 times 5? Half of 16 is 8, so 80. Is this going to be positive or negative? Positive. Positive because my signs are the same. Very good. So I'm going to do this the same way, putting parentheses in place of X and Y. And then I'm going to put what X equals here and what Y equals here. Okay, go ahead and try 14. You should be able to do 14 pretty easily at page 8. Wait. Stapler gets it. All right, what is negative 10 times negative 7? 70. 70. Good. All right, this gets a little tricky because I'm still going to put parentheses in place of all of my letters, but this last one is to the second power. So I have to put a negative 2 in for this X, a 7 in for this Y, and a negative 4 in for this Z. Okay? But this is really negative 2 times 7. And this is not negative 4 times 2. This is 2 factors of negative 4. So this is like negative 4 times negative 4. Okay? So we've got to multiply all these things together, which is kind of ugly. What's 2 times 7? 14. 14, but in this case, it's going to be a negative 14, right? So I have a negative 14 times, what's negative 4 times negative 4? This is a positive 16. So now I'm just figuring out 14 times 16. You can use your planner if you'd like. 14 times 16 is 224. In this case, is it positive or negative? Negative. Very good. All right. So now I want you to try number 16. We have something squared times something times something. So again, you're going to put your 3 in here. You're going to put your negative 14 here and your negative 6 here. If you need to write this out, you can say 3 times 3, right? times -14 times -6. So this is 9 times what? What's 14 times 6? 6 times 14. It looks like you're right. 84. And it is positive, right? So 9 times 84, we might have to do long way. 9 times 4 is 36. 9 times 8 is 72. So 756. And it's positive. Try number 17. Read that and use some problem solving skills, please. Read that and use some problem solving skills, please. Try 17. Well, let's look at it. Mrs. Rockwell lost money on an investment at a rate of $4 per day. So she's losing it. How much is she losing each day? How would I represent that as an integer? -4. So I'm -4 times the number of days. What integer represents the change in her investment due to the lost money after 4 weeks? So am I multiplying this times 4? 4 times 7, which is 28. Good. You guys could not be fooled by this. Well done. So, this is 28 times 4, right? So 4 times 8 is 32. 4 times 2 is 8, 11, 112. -112. Well done. That represents the change. She lost $112 in 4 weeks. Not horrible, I guess, but. No. All right, so you have pages. I know you've done some of these. Some of these should be done, right? You should have done all of these. So you're going to finish pages 9 and 10 today. Pages 9 and 10, all. So if you haven't done it, you got to do it. You're going to be fine. And then you're going to do Alex when finished. It should be quiet in here. People should be able to get Alex done. Guys, if you sit down, I promise the bee will not hurt you. You may not use a calculator. You can use a multiplication table. But